Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the latest episode here on YouTube. And you may notice that I'm in costume today. It is almost Halloween, um, but I figured it was time to debut a few things. First and foremost, you'll notice that behind me we have the world map for what was previously known as Project Drummond. But if you'll note now, we have the Weave in the Void by the Wandering Hermits. We have officially unveiled everything as of yesterday. Now, we were previously going to be dropping everything on November 1st, but we had some extra time on our hands. We looked at things on Monday and said, I think we can get it done by Wednesday night. We did. Spent a little extra time throwing some extra things at it on Thursday morning and got everything out yesterday afternoon. And we are proceeding to make the rounds now. So we've launched everything. Most importantly is that you can find all the new information over at the Patreon, which is no longer patreon.com/Renfail. It is now patreon.com/Wandering Hermits. And that's where you can find all of the links and all the pertinent information to what is the Weave in the Void. That's our project, which we were previously calling Project Drummond. But also, we launched the point and click adventure game demo yesterday, and that game is specifically being titled An Adventurer's Tale. And if you like the old Sierra and LucasArts classics like King's Quest, things of that nature, the old Zack McCracken, the Alien Mindbenders, old point and click games with puzzles and narrative, then you're going to like our demo and you should definitely check it out. Again, links are all over at the new Patreon page. You can check all that stuff out, download the demo, and let us know what you think. Above and beyond that, we are prepping for tabletop adventures here in mid-November. This is the sort of the basic part. My costume is going to be fairly generic. I'm going to be playing a wizard slash dungeon master, and I do have my corncob pipe. I gotta go find some pipe tobacco because I don't have any pipe tobacco. These are cool pipes. My brother sent me this last, I think, Christmas. It is a company called Missouri Meacham Company um, from Missouri, and this is their, I believe this is their Hobbit corncob pipe. I haven't ever used it, but we're gonna be breaking it in on the show as part of what we're going on. And I got Chris some stuff too, but we'll let her figure out what she's playing first because I don't know what she's doing yet. But mine is wizard slash dungeon master. We will run with it. Um, in the meantime, it is Halloween, so I figured it was an apt time for me to wear my costume. Because Halloween's Sunday, isn't it? It is. Um, so for those of you who are planning to celebrate this weekend, hopefully you're going to be safe out there. Wear your masks above and beyond the masks that you would normally wear for Halloween, and stay safe. Social distance if you can. Um, do what you can to protect yourself, but if you're vaccinated, don't be afraid. You can still go out and enjoy life a little bit. I would go trick or treating, except I don't have kids, and it's not really a thing here in Mexico City, at least not downtown where I live. So I'm just gonna be hanging out inside on Halloween, relaxing a little bit in my house, and probably just preparing more tabletop stuff because that is just around the corner. We're going to do our first impromptu session on November 7th, which we've talked about here on the show already. But while I've got you here, I want to talk about the Weave in the Void. I want to talk about the project that we're doing, everything that's been going on with that. So we've published 8 chapters in the book so far. The 9th chapter will be coming maybe next week, if not the week after. It depends on how I feel. I'm a little under the weather today, and I'm kind of, fingers crossed that it's nothing more than a slight sniffle and stuffy nose. Um, if that's all it is, then I should be able to get chapter 9 out next week. But if I end up getting any worse for wear, I will probably push that off until the following week. But we are meeting up November 7th for a tabletop session, so I got to do more prep for that. We've done well over 100 posts now on the Patreon page, well over 100 videos here on my YouTube for Project Drummond. We just launched the teaser trailer over on the Weave in the Void's YouTube channel yesterday. So if you want to check that out before you download the demo, you totally can. We've put all the links are in the Discord. Find that below. You go to the announcements section, and there's a whole bunch of just a slew of information about all the stuff related to the Weave in the Void, the point and click demo, Wandering Hermits, the new Patreon, all the social media links, and everything else that we've got going on there. It is full steam ahead with that project now. Um, since we've officially unveiled it, we're going to be shifting over now, and we're going to be starting to do developer updates over on the new YouTube channel. Um, we have our TikTok spun up. We haven't started publishing on TikTok or Instagram yet. That's coming down the pipeline shortly. My brother is going to be starting to do a series of um, development updates, world building updates. It's going to be showcasing the toolkit that we're using as the back end for our point and click adventure game. And he's going to do, I don't know, right now he's talked about a series of perhaps 10 or 15 videos because now that we've got the demo out, he can shift gears and start fleshing out the rest of the village. Um, and he's going to be showcasing all the various components of building that in a series of tutorials showing people how to use this particular toolkit to make their own point and click adventure game. Um, Going through the various components of development with the Unreal Engine and all the things that he's doing to bring our game to the light of day. Now, I'm not doing anything this time around. Previously with Saga of Lucemia, I did a lot of engine stuff in the early days, world building, so on and so forth. This time, the only thing I'm doing is writing, doing all the all of the item descriptions, also product descriptions ultimately, but I'm doing all of the item descriptions in the game, as well as all the dialogue, um, all the signposts, all that stuff I'm handling. And so basically, I know where the quest line needs to go, but I don't actually write those in advance of him getting the zones done. I just have an outline. When he gets a scene done, I then look at that scene and I think about what are the items that we're going to need for the quest within that scene, and then what are the items that we need or want to have description text associated with, and then are any of those related to the storyline of the quest, or are they just Easter egg elements? So for those of you who've already played the demo during beta testing, you'll know that we put there's a lot of Easter eggs in the demo. um, I actually came across one yesterday when I was playing the final build that I had forgotten that I put in there, which was fun. But there's a whole bunch of stuff in there. Here's references to The Hobbit, references to Wheel of Time, references to Firefly, references to the playtesting we did a few months back. The interracial dating guide for elves and dwarves, that's in there. We totally threw that in there as an Easter egg. And then we've got stuff in there that are just throwbacks to the book chapters being published on Patreon. There's throwbacks to Saga Lucemia. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there. So those of you who like to dig around in the demo are going to find a lot of different things. If you go whole hog, it's probably about a 40-minute experience. If you just do the main storyline, it's about 20. Which is, we kind of looked at what are all the other demos on Steam looking like, and most point and click adventure game demos are right around 20 to 30 minutes. So that's what we shot for, was a 20 to 30 minute demo. And there's more there if you choose to go full on with the Easter eggs, but that's optional content at this point. So anyway, um, in November we're going to be starting to produce a whole bunch of new content on YouTube, but it's going to be on the new YouTube channel. We're also going to be doing daily updates on Instagram, YouTube, so on and so forth. So stick around for all that stuff. Sometime mid-November, my brother's going to be shipping down about 3/4 of the miniature haul that we got our hands on, and Chris and I are going to be doing miniature tutorials um, on TikTok and YouTube as well. And as we produce the miniatures for our point and click game, originally we thought we were going to put, not point and click, but the tabletop game. We thought we were going to put those miniatures up on Patreon, but we actually decided it's a better idea. We're going to spin up an Etsy shop for Wandering Hermits, and that's going to have all of the miniatures that we do, as well as signed artwork from Chris and anything else that we decide to put in there, like signed world maps and We're probably going to print off some hardcover versions of the book, as well as some hardcover versions of the tabletop source book, and we're going to sign those and put those up for sale in our Etsy shop. So we got a lot of work still coming in the pipeline. All the Etsy stuff is going to be next year. Even if we get the miniatures here by the end of November, we'll start painting those over the holidays and start getting things up for sale in January. So hopefully you'll stay tuned for all that. Anyway, I'm gonna go take a nap now, rest my throat, and hopefully start feeling better. Hopefully all of you are staying safe and staying healthy. It is flu season on top of everything else, um, so we'll see. I know Chris called me this morning. Her whole family's been sick all week, and they think it's just a normal cold flu. Hopefully, nobody's gotten super sick. It's just sore throats and coughs and runny noses. So no fevers. That's a good thing. So. In any case, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to check out all the new stuff over at the new Patreon, patreon.com/Wandering Hermits. And of course, download that demo, give it a playthrough, and let us know. Give us some feedback. Let us know what you think about the game. And we'll see you over on Patreon after you wrap up. Until next time, stay safe, everybody.